Hey and welcome to Ahrefs monthly product updates. We have lots to share today, 3 tool updates and 4 general updates. Let's start with Site Explorer. In Overview 2.0, you'll see a new organic keywords history chart. This chart shows you the organic keywords ranking history for your target. It shares the same settings as the performance chart, so if you change any filters like adding competitors or comparing by year, you see that the data changes in both charts. To collapse either chart, click on the caret in the upper right. You can also click on these position buckets to filter for keywords ranking in specific position groups. Before, the chart used to reset whenever you entered a new target, but now, the last selected metrics, time frame, and granularity are saved per user. So, even after entering a new target, the same settings will apply by default. Moving on, the calendar report for pages is now live. It's based on the top pages report and shows you new pages that started ranking for at least one keyword in the top 100 positions, and lost pages that lost all their keyword rankings. For example, for the Ahrefs blog on the 22nd of July, you see that we had 10 new pages enter the top 100 search results, and 2 pages that lost all their keyword rankings. Below, you see a breakdown of these movements. You can also click and drag on the calendar itself to select several dates at once. Finally, we've also made the Positions Calendar report available to all plans. Now, light plans can view data in the Positions tab for the last 7 days. Let's move on. We've launched a new Internal Backlinks report. It's similar to the legacy report, but has many more useful filters. One of the new filters is Target HTTP Code. The status code filter makes it easy to find and clean up broken or redirected pages without having to run a crawl. Moving on. We have 2 new features that appear in both Site Explorer and Keywords Explorer. First, you can now filter for keywords with a local pack in the SERP. One way to use this in Site Explorer is to see your competitors' local pack rankings. Just go to the Organic Keywords report with their domain set as the target, then click on the SERP Features filter and select Local Pack to find out where they're ranking for in local SERPs. And now, you have a list of keywords to go after. Or, in Keywords Explorer, you could enter seeds like dentist and dental. Then, head to the Matching Terms report and select Local Pack in the SERP Features filter. And there's your list of keywords to target. Next up, we have an update for the SERP overview widgets in Site Explorer and Keywords Explorer. Now, you can select positions in the widget and either copy the URLs or open up to 10 URLs directly in Link Intersect or Content Gap. Moving on to Site Audit. We have 2 updates here. First, we added a new tab with a links report to a bunch of predefined Site Audit issues. You see it when you click on a predefined issue where we've made tabs available. Before, you'd have a list of pages where an issue happened. The problem with this was that many issues are related to links, not pages. Now, you can just switch to the Links tab and quickly see a list of the links related to the issue. This is a much more efficient way to make changes quickly. Moving on to our next update. This one's been a popular request for a while. Before, you could only export issues one by one. This was not super fun to do. But now, you can do a bulk export of all issues in Site Audit. Just click on Export All Issues on your crawl overview, All Issues and Bulk Export pages to start preparing a zip archive with CSV files for all issues in the background. Once it's ready, you can download it from the export tray in the header. Bulk export is available for all paid plans. Let's move on. We've just released the HTTP authentication feature in Site Audit. This lets you crawl staging and restricted websites protected by basic or digest HTTP authentication. You find it on the scope page when creating a new project, and also in an existing project's project settings. If at least one of the seed URLs entered returns a 401 status code, you see a website requires HTTP authentication message. If you enter your credentials, we'll use them to recheck seed URLs, verify ownership, and crawl the website. This feature is available for advanced plans and higher. Finally, onto our general updates. First up, our Rank Tracker connector for Google Data Studio now supports the tags filter. It expects a comma-separated list of tags and affects all the charts and reports in the data source. You can read more about this in our GDS documentation, which I'll leave a link to in the description below. Second, we've released the latest version of our API for enterprise plans. API v3 lets enterprise plan users pull data from Site Explorer's overview, backlinks, referring domains, organic keywords, top pages, and paid pages reports. More Site Explorer reports and other tools are coming soon. If you already have an active API v2 subscription, it will still work as before. You can read more about API units consumption in our API documentation, which I'll leave a link to in the description below. Moving on, if you're the workspace owner or an admin of an enterprise account, you can now access the new audit log from account settings. This log shows you all reports consumption in the workspace for the last 90 days. We've also added admin view settings to the dashboard. Now, workspace owners and admins can view all projects and folders, including the ones that aren't shared with them. The project section in account settings that used to list our projects is now discontinued. And that's all for today. See you in the next update and have a great day.